So we're going to create another form, and this one's going to be a little different than the other ones that we've done because it's going to be based on a query instead of a table. And we're also going to do a calculation in the form. Okay, so we've got two things that are a little different in this one. So let's see, we are going to base this on amount due. And we're going to go into create and form. Okay. And so the procedure is very similar to a table, okay, but right now we are using the results of a query instead of the data in a table. Okay, that is the difference. And they would like us to add the calculated field right away. It is an amount due field. So we're going to do our label first. And we're just going to kind of click right below amount paid. Okay, and you'll notice that we have the label and the entry area. And we're going to click where the label displays. Let me highlight text 17, which is a horrible label. And right over the top, I'm going to key in amount due. Press enter. And then we're going to go over here into the control, and this is where we want our calculation to be. So to create the calculation, we're going to have to open up the property sheet. Now remember, every single object has properties, okay? And to access them, you can look at the property sheet. And we want to take a look at how this data is set up. So we're going to go into the data tab. And then we're going to click in control source. And this is actually where we're going to enter the calculation. And so the calculation that you enter here, it's very similar to what we did in queries. Okay. We are going to start it with an equal sign. And then in brackets, we are going to have our field names. And if you remember from queries, the way you type these has to be the exact way the fields are named. You cannot put in extra spaces. So we want amount total. And the nice thing here is that it's displaying for us. So I'm just going to double click on this. That eliminates typos. Okay, and then you'll notice that it put the other bracket in there for me. Okay, so we want amount total minus. And now I'm going to do the bracket and start keying in amount paid. And the minute I see amount paid in here, I can double click. And it has put it in here for me. Okay, and now that I've got the complete calculation, I'm going to press enter. Okay, and you can see the calculation right here. So at this point, I'm going to close out of the property sheet because I have my calculation in there. And our next little step is going to be to format this, because as you can see, we have the currency format for amount total and amount paid, but amount due is not showing that same format. So that control should still be selected. And we're going to go into format. And we are going to choose the currency format. And they want us to quick take a look at the different records. And you can do that in layout view. Okay, if all you want to do is look, you can go to the next record in here. And everything looks okay, so we are going to save this. And we are going to call it banquet amounts due. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and close.